Perfect. So, this is Olivia. We are starting today for her first time. She's never had fillers done. So we are gonna make the under eyes over here look a little less hollow on both sides. And then if you look from the side, we're gonna bring the chin outwards a little bit, just with a touch of filler and a little bit of Botox, probably to relax the muscles. And that's about it. So if you put your head back, I'm gonna show you the cannula technique. This is the needle that we use, the 25 gauge needle. We do a little numbing injection right here in this little trough. We call this the nasojugal groove, or the malar septum, which is a natural cleavage plane between the upper cheek and lower cheek. So we do a tiny little injection on both sides, and that allows the cannula to enter a little more easily. The cannula that we use is from Dermasculpt, and it is a 27 gauge. It's a blunt tip. It's flexible and it's short. The longer ones are a little too hard to push out of. So we find the little hole that we made over there, wiggle it in. It's all the way inside now. I put my finger all the way up on the orbital rim, and I just push, push, push until I get down onto the bone on the anterior part of the orbital rim, and I inject in small aliquots. The reason you're doing small aliquots is that you don't want it to bunch up in any one area. You want it to disperse into what we call the souf, which is the fat pad that is right on top of that bone under the eye. So I'm gonna march it across. How you feeling, Olivia?
Fabulous.
And you're gonna feel some weird little massage. So she's actually pretty awesome for somebody who's having it the first time. She's stoic, which is great. Might just be for the video, I'm not sure, but overall, yeah, you're good? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a weird feeling, right? It's like kind of,
yeah,
things getting pushed around.
It doesn't hurt.
All right, look up to the sky. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, cool. So now I'm coming up right into the corner there, and everything I'm doing is by feel and by look. Okay, and I've kind of put it all the way around. Now I just massage it into place, just like that. Fantastic. So it's massaged into place. You always make sure there's no ledge there, and that it pushes up as high as possible at the same time. Tiny bit more, just because we're gonna go crazy. Probably gonna do your cheeks too, why not?
How exciting.
Yeah, you like that.
Mm-hmm. I want to look like Charlotte.
But not act like Charlotte.
Never.
Okay, cool. So that's the massage. So you can see the difference from one eye to the other. The under eye looks slightly more filled. On the right side, volumized, cheek looks higher. And now we prepare to do a cheek injection to give a little bit of contour. Put your head back again, please. So there's a flat area over here where the masseter attaches to. We grab it, we pinch, go down onto the bone, and I'm injecting a substance called Restylane Lift. It is similar, I'd say, in the groupings of stuff to Voluma, but it's slightly more cost-effective and lasts almost as long. So that's just right down onto the bone. Keep it high because you always want the cheek to be on more of the lifted side. A little bit of a massage just to disperse it and mold it into the right spot. So now you can see from the left side to the right side, this area is now lifted up slightly. All right, now we're gonna do the other side. Please. Other side, I'm gonna finish up the syringe, put your head back. Touch the flat, wiggle as I go in, go down onto the bone, fill as it comes out, and you want to taper it back this way towards the zygomatic arch. Some people follow up that way accidentally. That's not a natural contour. This is the natural contour, is going back posteriorly like that. Massage it in. Just give her a ½ milliliter on each side. That's not much. It's her first time, so we want her to get used to everything. So put your head back again. We're gonna find the hole right over there. It's nice to have that little dot. You enter, you grab, you wiggle, and it gets right in there. Now you want to back out, make sure you find the right vector, look up to the sky. Perfect, sorry about that. And you find your way all the way down to the bone on the anterior orbital rim. The deeper you have it, the less likely you are to have irregularities. The more superficial you have it, the more likely you are to have irregularities and more sensitivity. The under eye is more sensitive to substances superficially than it is deep. And the most sensitive area is under the mid-pupillary line. This is why we use Restylane here, or Belotero, and not Juvederm. Juvederm should never be placed under the eye. It is too hydrophilic, it brings in 6 times its weight in water, and when placed there, can cause problems a year later and last even up to 8 years. You're supposed to say, wow.
Wow.
All right, cool. So now we have filled up. So again, Restylane my favorite to use here, but you can use Belotero too. Do not want to use Juvederm. It is not for the under eye. Okay. Fantastic. Good. Now I'm going to do the chin.
Look at you, a different person now. So
Alright, I'm going to get it from the side. Okay, so the chin, we're going to project it forward. And Danny, can you draw me up 5 of Botox? Sure. So she's contracting up here that you can see there's a slight bit of something called peau d'orange, or orange peel skin, which is this little contracture here that you see in the dimpling. I'm going to put Botox in there to relax that. But first I'm going to put a little filler. So I grab, I'm going to go onto the anterior part of the menton, the chin, and I inject probably 0.3 cc's. I'm going to point it that way, inject 0.1, inject that way, 0.1, and that gives me a starting point. Now I'm going to come build up the corners over here. You can do it down onto the bone or in the subdermal plane. I'm just doing it into the subdermal plane because it tends to make a bigger difference with less amount of volume in that area. And the thing to remember when filling the pre-jowl sulcus here is that it's a 3-dimensional structure that actually extends downwards here. So you have to hit inferior and laterally. Now I'm going to go back to the front, come straight down onto it, and project her forward a little bit more. Once again, going to the side to taper it, pulling back, going to the side again to taper it. Okay, great. Danny, let me get the Botox, please, or Dysport. Great, that's all done. Okay, and now I go and I do tiny little 1-unit micro aliquots. And if it gets a little dot of blood, you just hold it so it doesn't bruise. Okay, and we're done. So we'll show you the before and after photo in a minute.